Man, it's cold outside. I had to come in the house. And I still ain't gonna take this. Ain't got no hair up under here. Ain't got no hair. I'm gonna keep this on for a while, yeah. That's why y'all always see me with it on. How y'all like that glow back there? But anyway, yeah, I'm around the house, man. I'm checking out the news, and they was updating on this story about these three younger fellas. Well, I don't even know how old the other two is. I know the one was young. He's 19. And they were trying to rob an ATM technician. They was updating the story, and they were saying he had previous charges and this and that. But I'm going to take y'all back to Tuesday and get the story as it came out, and then we'll get into that.
This happened in broad daylight at this bank and near this busy intersection, forcing several nearby businesses to lock down.
I'm nervous about this, especially that they still at large.
Police say two suspects got away, but a third was shot and killed while they were trying to rob an ATM technician.
I heard about 6 gunshots.
It happened just after 1:30 Tuesday afternoon at the Vantage Credit Union in the 600 block of Greenway Chase Drive in unincorporated St. Louis County. Police say at least one suspect fired shots while approaching the victim, who returned fire, striking one of them.
It's a cold game. You going in thinking you about to hit a lick, and you become the lick. That young boy got laid down, man. It's sad to say. And the cold part about that game is, if they catch them other two guys, they getting that murder along with whatever else they got coming. That ain't the way. There's a million ways out there to make money nowadays. Hustle. Don't think about robbing the next man, man. You see that next man with something, just let it motivate you to go and get it. You can go get it.
This is a very busy intersection. You've got a convenience store across the street. You got people at the bank. Bank manager reacted very quickly. She locked down the bank, kept everybody inside.
A daycare behind the credit union did the same and alerted parents.
You hear about shootings and things like that, but it just happened that it's right here next to a daycare and next to a home health facility as well. So, yeah, surprising, scary, of course, because your child goes here.
He became the victim. Set out to victimize and get some money, then he became the victim. Don't waste your time trying to plot and scheme on the next man. Get your money and do you. It's out there. If they got it, if he got it, you can get it. You know what I mean? They wasn't trying to rob a person or somebody down the street from them, but still you trying to take, man. You ain't got to take. You can earn. You can go get. So we're going to get back to this story, but that's how deep the game is. You got to play that whole scenario out. Don't just, you know what I mean? Don't just go out and do things, man, out of scarcity or feeling like that's the only way you're going to get it. It's always another way. Back to the story.
It was about 2 years ago. Police say a Florissant teen tried to hold up someone who was servicing an ATM at this credit union. Now we've learned the same teen is suspected of trying the same thing a few miles from here, with deadly consequences. Police say an armed guard servicing an ATM shot and killed 19-year-old Jordan Pruitt in self-defense.
19. Like I say, man, not even old enough to drink, and gone. You got to live long enough to figure this out. You can't go out early. Y'all got to survive. Our kids got to survive to learn the lesson of life and to keep it moving and build. Let's get it.
It was an attempted robbery of the guy who was servicing the ATM machine here. He's getting money out of the machine. They were waiting on the parking lot for him.
He says 2 other suspects drove away from the scene. They remain at large. This crime is eerily similar to a failed holdup at another Vantage Credit Union ATM about 3 miles away in December of 2017. In that case, court documents say Pruitt put a knife against the victim's neck as he was servicing the ATM, and that Pruitt, after being scared off by an armed eyewitness, ran to a nearby shopping strip and tried to rob a woman of her car before he was captured. Pruitt pleaded guilty to 4 felonies in the case last month, with sentencing set for January 31st.
As I said before, doing the same thing over again and expecting different results is what they say the definition of insanity is. The Lord gave that young man another chance, and he continued down that same path to his destruction. He was 17, tried the same similar crime with a knife, He didn't succeed then. And from that scene, he ran somewhere else, they say, and tried to, rob a woman of her car. You know what I mean? When you get blessed enough to slide out of some bull stuff that you was in, you gotta slow down, recognize the blessing, adjust, get in order, and then proceed. That's cold.
Pruitt pleaded guilty to 4 felonies in the case last month, with sentencing set for January 31st, just 24 days before his death at Tuesday's crime scene. Pruitt was out of jail after St. Louis County Judge David Vincent had lowered his bond over the objection of the prosecutor. Andy Banker, Fox 2 News.
Pruitt was a Hazelwood Central grad. His attorney says that he's crushed by yesterday's news and has issued the following statement. Mr. Pruitt is someone with a wonderful family. They cannot be more devastated.
Family devastated. Family crushed. See, that's the cold thing about it. Them streets are mother. Because the streets will attract you. And sometimes the streets have a stronger impression on the child than the family. Because like the lawyer said, he came from a good family. And somehow still ended up caught up in them streets, out trying to rob people. It happens. That's why you got to stay on top of these youngsters. You got to stay on top of them. They're going to try to do what they want to do anyway. I was there before. He came from a decent family. And they crushed right now, man. Was it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think so. And them 2 other suspects that's on the run, their life will never be the same. All for trying to go get a bag. All for trying to go chase that almighty dollar that says in God we trust on it. But really, do we trust in God? If you trust in God, man, sometimes you got to lay back, sit still, and let the Most High work it the way He trying to work it. Just because you ain't got it right at that minute, that don't mean it ain't coming. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So, with that being said, I hope that message reaches somebody, or y'all can relay that to somebody that may need to see how these things play out and maybe detour them, because it ain't worth it. My little one that came home, he 13, he in here, he finna start making noise and some more stuff. But it's beautiful. He 13, feeling himself. We bump heads, but it's nothing but love. I'm just happy that I'm here to even bump heads with him. And that's what we need more of. We need more fathers bumping heads with these youngsters to keep them off that path that young man just ended up on and led to his destruction.